إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأصلي وأسلم على من بعثه الله رحمة للعالمين سيدنا وحبيبنا وقائدنا وقدوتنا وقرة أعيننا محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين وأزواجه أمهات المؤمنين وصحابته الغر الميامين. ما اتصلت عين بنظر ووعت أذن بخبر وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أحبتي في الله، أوصيكم ونفسي أولا بتقوى الله تعالى ولزوم طاعته، وأحذركم كما أحذر نفسي عن نسيان الله تعالى ومخالفة أمره. فليحذر الذين يخالفون عن أمره أن تصيبهم فتنة أو يصيبهم عذاب أليم. فوصية الله في الأولين والآخرين هي تقواه. ولقد وصينا الذين أوتوا الكتاب من قبلكم وإياكم أن اتقوا الله. أحبتي في الله, when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam reached the age of 40, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him an assignment, which was fa'andir, get up and warn the people. And then he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the rest of his life, until he was 63 years old, his job was fa'andir. He was not doing some other job. His job was only stand up fa'andir and warn the people. So when was the 8th year of Hijrah? When the Fathu Makkah took place, the alarm was coming to the Prophet ﷺ because the deen at that time was nearing toward completion. إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحِ وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَاسْتَغْفِرْهُ إِنَّهُ كَانَ تَوَّابًا. So Fathu Makkah is done. Quraysh, Qabail al-Arab, they have entered to the Islam. So now the deen is nearly toward completion. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the Prophet indirectly that your time is coming to an end. So prepare for death, prepare for akhirah. فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَاسْتَغْفِرُهُ. Continue, increase the tasbih and adhkar. So Allah tell him indirectly that your time is coming to an end. So in Hajjat al-Wida', the only and the last Hajj that Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam done, it was the 10th of Hijrah. 1 year before Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam passed away. So it was, a couple months before the end of the 10th Hijrah, then he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam passed away the 11th. So in Hajjat al-Wida', when Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam completed, fulfilling the Amal al-Hajj, he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam stood up on Wadi Namira, the valley of Namira. It's literally next to the Arafat. Rana is part of Arafat. The Wadi Namira is a part of Arafat. For those who went to Umrah and Hajj, they can see there's right now a masjid called Masjid al-Namira. It's only been opened at the time of Hajj. So he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam stood up on the Wadi Arafat and he delivered his last speech, the Khutbat al-Wida', the farewell sermon. He talked about, the synopsis of Islam. He summarized about the Islam. He started with his speech, أيها الناس اسمعوا قولي وعقلوه فإني لا أدري لعلي لا ألقاكم بعد عامي هذا بهذا الموقف أبدا. Oh people, listen to me carefully. What I'm going to say to you, I want you to give me your attention. I'm not sure if I will be here next year with you at this place. So he said, I want to make sure that the Sahaba are getting this point. So during his lecture, Khutbat al-Wida', maybe we need another Friday that we can only analyze the Khutbat al-Wida'. So during his lecture, there was a statement that Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was repeating oftenly. Whenever he mentions a couple points, he says that وَأَنْتُمْ تُسْأَلُونَ عَنِّي فَمَا أَنْتُمْ قَائِلُونَ. O people, in the day of the judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask you about me. فَمَا أَنْتُمْ قَائِلُونَ. What are you going to respond? Allah will ask you, if I had delivered this message, if I had conveyed this message to you, فَمَا أَنْتُمْ قَائِلُونَ. What are you going to respond? Then the Sahaba radhiyallahu anhum, for the crowd, more than 100,000 people, they said that نَشْهَدُ أَنَّكَ بَلَّغْتَ وَأَدَّيْتَ وَنَسَحْتَ. In the day of judgment, we will witness that you had conveyed the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You had fulfilled your responsibility. You had fulfilled your assignment, which was قُمْ فَأَنْذِرْ. Then he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam raised his hand toward the heaven 3 times, Allahumma shahad anni ballagh, Allahumma shahad anni ballagh, Allahumma shahad anni ballagh. Oh Allah, be witness that I have completed my mission and I have conveyed your message. So at that moment, it was, the day of Arafah. It was the 10th of Hijrah. In that moment, Allah revealed this ayah: "Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum al-Islam dina." Today I have completed the religion for you, completed my favors upon you, and I have approved Islam to be a religion for you. So at that moment, he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam completed the deen. But we require that, the people at that time, the generation that will come, to stand up for this deen. Someone to carry his deen, this deen, take it from the Arabian Peninsula to the rest of the world. Then he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told his crowd that you will do that job. You will stand up for this deen, you will take it to the far land. فَلْيُبَلِّغْ الشَّاهِدْ مِنْكُمُ الْغَائِبِ. For those who are present here today, convey this message to those who are not here. It might be to those who you're conveying this message to, they might understand better than you. He sallallahu alayhi wa sallam handed the responsibility of conveying this message to the other people, to this ummah. So بَلِّغُوا عَنِّي وَلَوْ آيَةٍ, convey from me, even if it's one ayah. He sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, before he wrapped up his speech, told that وَقَدْ تَرَكْتُ فِيكُمْ مَا إِنْ اعْتَصَمْتُمْ بِهِ فَلَنْ تَضِلُّوا بَعْدَهَا أَبَدًا أَمْرًا بَيِّنًا كِتَابَ اللَّهِ سُنَّةَ رَسُولِهِ. I'm leaving for you behind. There are 2 things. If you stick with those 2 things, فَلَنْ تَضِلُّوا بَعْدَهَا أَبَدًا, you will not be misguided after it. What are those the 2 things that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam left behind for us? Is it money? Is it wealth? Is it houses? Is it land? It is, no. Kitab Allah, the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is the Quran, wa sunnat rasulihi, and the sunnah of his prophet, the tradition. As long as we stick with these 2 things, we're in a safe hand. But the moment that we start adapting, traditions, laws, or international laws, or qawanin, dasatir, alamiyah, then we are in trouble. We are in trouble. If you look at the Muslim countries now, why nowadays chaos, 5 wars? But because we have left, the rule of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We adopted a democracy and international laws and stuff like that. So we're in trouble then, because we did not fulfill the sunnah of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So ahibati fillah, we are the first nation that, took this responsibility. If you look at the other nations, their prophet, or Allah did not ask them to convey this message. When a prophet dies, another prophet comes and carries that message. And the Prophet ﷺ is a Khatim al-Anbiya wal-Mursalin, is the last prophet. No prophet comes after him who will carry the torch of the da'wah, who will carry the responsibility of the deen, is us. We are the first nation that Allah commanded, "Ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil-hikmati wal-maw'idati al-hasana." If you look at the other nations, they did not have this command. وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ حُنَفَاءَ وَيُقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَذَلِكَ الدِّينُ الْقَيِّمَ. Allah talking about previous nations. وَمَا أُمِرُوا, they were not being commanded except إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ, to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and purify the deen for Him. Establish the prayer, pay the zakat, وَذَلِكَ الدِّينُ الْقَيِّمَ. That was a good way for them. That's a way for them. In this ayah, Allah did not include that al-amru bil ma'ruf wa nahy anil munkar, because it was not their responsibility. But this ummah, Allah command all of us, ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmah, invite the people toward the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bil hikmah, with wisdom. When you're a da'i, when you convey a message, you have to use a wisdom. You have to be strategic. You have to know how to approach the people. For example, today in the masjid, if you see someone that messing up with the salah, in the crowd, if you tell them, hey, you're doing it wrong, you shouldn't pray like this, you shouldn't do that in front of the people, maybe the person might get offended, might get upset. That's not bil hikmah, it's not with wisdom. How about if you say, brother, can I have a quick talk with you? Let's go into that room privately. Then privately you told him, hey brother, earlier the salah, that part is wrong, inshallah. Can you fix that? May Allah guide all of us. So he might like that. That one means bil hikmah, with wisdom. So when you're a da'i, that you should know that wisdom, how to approach the people, how to convey this message. So ahibati fillah, this nation, Ummah Muhammad, what makes the best nation? Why we are the best nation? Why we are holding this title, Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat lin-nas? You are the best nation that ever exists. Why? Are we good looking? Are we have more wealth than the previous nations? Why we hold this title? Because ta'muruna bil ma'rufi wa tanhawna 'anil munkar. The reason why you hold that title, the reason why you are the best nation ever exists, because you command the good and you forbid the evil. And the moment that we have abandoned that, we lost the title. We are not the best nation then at that time, because we lost what makes us the best. Ahibati fillah. And the falah, the success that every day that we look, we like to be successful in every aspect of our life. One thing that makes us successful is standing up for this mission. وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ. Allah is commanding us, وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ. Let some of you do what they do. يَدْعُونَ بِالْخَيْرِ. They call them, they go out, they invite people toward the khair, toward good, doing good things. يَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. They command good and they forbid the evil. If you do that, وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Those are the successful ones. Those are the successful ones. But if you don't do that, then we will miss the falah, the success. Ahibati fillah, ad-da'watu ila Allah, calling the people toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, toward His deen, commanding good, forbidding evil, is what brings the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to us. What brings the rahmat Allah, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah telling us in Surah At-Tawbah, وَالْمُؤْمِنُونَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ. The believers are ally for each other. بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ. When Allah talking about the hypocrites in the early of the surah, Al-Munafiquna بَعْضُهُمْ مِنْ بَعْضٍ. They are one from another. But the believers, they are one, they are allies. وَالْمُؤْمِنُونَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتُ بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ. They are allies for each other. What makes them brothers? What makes them ikhwa? What makes them allies? What makes them united? Because يَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. They command good. وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. They forbid the evil. So يُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ. They establish their prayer. They buy the zakat. وَيُطِيعُونَ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ. They obey Allah and His Prophet. When we find these 5 qualities, these 5 things, أُولَٰئِكَ سَيَرْحَمُهُمُ اللَّهُ. أُولَٰئِكَ سَيَرْحَمُهُمُ اللَّهُ. Those are the ones who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them His mercy. The rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come for us when we establish these 5 things. If we miss these 5 things, then we are in trouble. Droughts, famines, bloodshed, we will flee from our country's problems because we have left the mission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ahibati fillah, ad-da'watu ila Allah, calling people toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is wadifatul anbiya wal rusul. Is the job of the best people. Who are the best people? The best people were the prophets and the messengers. And their job was ad-da'watu ila Allah. The prophets were not accumulating wealth, they were not billionaires, they were not millionaires, but their job was ad-da'watu ila Allah. They were calling people toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-anbiya ikhwatun li'ullat. The prophets are paternal brothers. Ummahatuhum shatta. Their mothers are different, but they are the same father. What does that mean? Deenuhum wahid. Da'wahum wahid wa deenuhum wahid. Their message are one, their deen are one. And all of the prophets, what they call the people is toward Tawheed. Tell the people to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the Quran, when you look at the Quran, that what it shows in the Quran, it shows you that وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا نُوحًا إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ فَقَالَ يَا قَوْمِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ. Allah said, we had sent Prophet Nuh to his people. First thing that he talked about is worship Allah alone. وَإِلَىٰ عَادٍ أَخَاهُمْ هُودًا فَقَالَ إيش يَا قَوْمِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ. Allah said, we had sent Prophet Hud to his people of Ad. Before he talked another issue, first thing he said was worship Allah alone. وَإِلَىٰ ثَمُودَ أَخَاهُمْ صَالِحًا فَقَالَ يَا قَوْمِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ. وَإِلَىٰ مَدْيَنَ أَخَاهُمْ شُعَيْبًا فَقَالَ يَا قَوْمِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ. All of them, until Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. What this means, da'wahum wahid. Their message was one, which is the Tawheed. So the best job that we can do is the jobs of the Prophet, which is ad-da'wah ila Allah. And that's enough honor for us to carry the legacy of the Prophet ﷺ, to stand up for this deen. There's no other prophet that comes that deliver this message to the other people. We have fled our countries and came to to this country. These people that we live with them, 300 million people, most of them are non-Muslim. Who are they waiting? Are they waiting another prophet to come and to convey this message? No, they are waiting us. And the biggest gift that we can give them is the Islam, ad-da'watu ilallah. Wallahi la najid akthara min al-Islam nuhdihi ilayhim. We will not find bigger and valuable thing that we can give them than Islam, than Tawheed. But the mentality that we have is, we came to this country, alhamdulillah, I don't care, I care my family and myself, I secure a job, I have my income, I pay my bills, I care my kids, that's it. I don't care what the other society are doing. I don't care what this non-Muslims, I don't care, I care myself. That's wrong mentality. In the day of Judgment, Allah will ask you, your salah looks good, your ibadah looks good, okay, this is what you're supposed to do, but Allah will ask you what you have done for this deen. What you have done for this deen. Then you should have, oh Allah, I was da'i. I invited these people to the deen. I was going out, inviting people. So you should have some case. But if you are concentrating then only yourself, you won't have any answer. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Allah is telling us, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا, who is better? Is anyone is better in the speech? Anyone that says, مِمَّنْ دَعَا, anyone that when he does this, مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ, calls the people toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is anyone better than that person? No. Allah is asking us a question and the answer is no. No one is better than that person. وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. So, أحبتي في الله, الدعوة إلى الله is وظيفة الأنبياء والرسل. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides someone through you, خير لك من حمر النعم. فوالله لأن يهدي الله بك رجلا واحدا خير لك من حمر النعم. That what Rasulullah told Ali bin Abi Talib في غزوة خيبر. By Allah, oh Ali bin Abi Talib, by Allah, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides someone through you with through your effort, it's better than you than humr al-na'am. At that time, this red camels is something that the Arabs at that time used to value. It's something, that is a very most treasured thing. But today, we can call that khayrun BMW. That might be what we value in here. So, ahibati fillah. Ad-da'watu ila Allah, calling people toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is sabab baqa'u din wa islahu al-mujtama'. That is how we can, sustain this deen in the society. And that's how we can reform the society. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised that will preserve, that will protect this deen. Inna nahnu nazzalna dhikra wa inna lahu lahafidhun. We are the ones who have revealed, sent down this Quran and will preserve it. So Allah promised that He will protect this deen. So an idiot from, in Sweden that burns the kitab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that doesn't harm this deen. Even in fact, if they burn all the mushafs around the world, the Quran will say the same. Because Allah preserved this Quran in the hearts of the believers. But who ayatun bayyinatun fi sudur alladhina utul ilm. Allah preserved this Quran in the heart of millions of Muslims. In fact, the Quran is the only book that easily can be rewritten. Today, if we burn all the books around the world, Quran is the only book that can be easily rewritten, 100% correctly. So they're just showing hate and just wasting their time. And ahibati fillah, if we, as earlier said, that concentrate our personal interest and neglect standing for this deen, وَإِن تَتَوَلَّوْا, if all of you turn away, يَسْتَبْدِلْ قَوْمًا غَيْرَكُمْ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will replace it and bring another nation. ثُمَّ لَا يَكُونُوا أَمْثَالَكُمْ, they will not be like you. Yeah, they will do they will do أُدْعُ إِلَى سَبِيلِ رَبِّكَ بِالْحِكْمَةِ they will invite people toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So standing for this Muhammad is a good for yourself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can easily replace us. هذا ما أقول قولي واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه غفور رحيم وهو البر الكريم. الحمد لله وبه نستعين على امور الدنيا والدين وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى اله وصحبه وسلم اجمعين. احبتي في الله, we're talking about the importance of standing for this deen, calling the people toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, calling the non-Muslims to this deen. We need to share this beautiful deen with them because we carry their salvation. So احبتي في الله, the Sahaba, the golden generation that were around the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, what they have done when Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam passed away, they stand up for this deen. In fact, that Islam had reached around the globe at the time of Abu Bakr, at the time of the Umar bin Khattab, at the time of the Uthman. Islam, passed from the Arabian Peninsula around the world. Because that's the vision of the Sahaba. They stand up for this Muhammad. So if I share a story with you at the time of, Ma'arakat al-Qadisiyah, that war happened between, the Sahaba and the Furs. So the leader of Furs called Rustum, so he had, written, a request. He had sent a request to Sa'ad ibn al-Waqas, the leader of the Muslim army. He said that send me a man, I will talk with him, send me a man. So Sa'ad ibn al-Waqas sent a Sahabi called Rib'i ibn Amir, radiallahu anhu. So Rib'i ibn Amir, it's a long story, inshallah, to make it short. He went to talk with Rustum, Qaid Jaysh al-Furs. So Rustum said, to Rib'i that we know you guys that a couple of years ago that, Arabs that used to fight each other, and suddenly now you have a deen, you have, a falag, a kiyan. So, ma ja'a bikum. What brought you here? What do you want? So Rustum want to analyze, want to know what they want. These people that suddenly within 10, 15 years now, they have a government, they have organized themselves, they are having a vision, they want to share with the rest of the world. So Rustum want to understand, ما جاء بكم. So Rib'i ibn al-Amir, he was very short and precise. Said that ابتعثنا الله لنخرج العباد من عبادة العباد إلى عبادة رب العباد ومن ضيق الدنيا إلى سعة الآخرة ومن جور الأديان إلى عدل الإسلام. خلاص تمت الرسالة. He said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent all of us. He is telling that all of us, we are, messengers that Allah sent, we are du'at. And the reason why Allah sent us is لنخرج العبادة من عبادة العباد إلى عبادة رب العباد. To take the people out from worshipping others, from worshipping idols, from worshipping, something else. To where? To worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to worshipping their Creator. That's why we are here. وَمِن ضَيْقِ الدُّنْيَا إِلَى سَعَةِ الْآخِرَةِ. To take the people out from the depression, from the stress, from the challenges and difficulties of this world, because dunya is all about stress. No la rahata fi dunya, there is no raha in dunya. Yeah, so all these difficulties, challenges, that is how it's been world designed. So Rib'i telling Rustum that we want to take the people out from this depression, from this stress, ila sa'at al-akhirah. The vast and the enjoyable of akhirah. Lastly, وَمِن جَوْرِ الْأَدْيَانِ إِلَى عَدِلِ الْإِسْلَامِ. We want to take them from the jawr, from the aggression of the other religions, because the other religions at that time were the aggression, oppressing people. So he said that we want to free them. We want to liberate them from that aggression. We want them free. We want to connect them to their Lord, not connecting to worshiping idols and stones. So we want to liberate the people. We want to have the people be free, worship their Lord without any disruptions. That's why we're here. So this shows that this kind of story, this kind of story has been written in a golden page from the history. So we need to learn a lesson from the Sahaba, the golden generation, and stand up for this muhimma. So part of reforming the society is reforming the youth. Youth is a big part of the society. In fact, if you wanna, predict how a nation, a particular nation, where are they heading, what's their future, you need to look their youth. It is youth. If their youth are educated, are rightly guided, are disciplined, the future of that nation are heading to a right directions. But if the youth of that particular nation are not educated, are not disciplined enough, then the future of that nation are heading to wrong directions. Today, the Muslim community that we live in the West, our youth are facing challenges. We know that. Now they're killing each other. They have guns and killing each other, billah. Now in America, buying a gun has become like buying a candy. They're killing each other. They are in drugs. They are in jails. They are in a big problem. They are in video games. In fact, right now the schools are off. Khutbah in here. I can assure you that there are hundreds of youth right now, literally right now playing video games and not coming khutbah. And maybe their parents are here. They are not even concerned about it. And in the day of judgment, Allah will ask you. So, ahibati fillah, what we are trying is to change that trend, to help our youth. Inshallah, in this center, Al Huda Masjid, we are right now starting a program, a halaqa for the youth. So, as a management of the masjid, the du'at, the ulama, we don't want to just, tie our hands. We want to do whatever that we can to help the youth. During the summertime, during the weekends, initiate halaqat for them where they can learn, where they can get the right education that they need. We want to bring them from the environment of video games, from the environment of drugs, of game, to the environment of the Islam where they hear قال الله قال رسول الله. So tonight we will have our first halaqah. It starts at 7 p.m. We want all our youth to be here, inshallah ta'ala. And it will be continuous, not one night off. It will be from now on continuous, inshallah ta'ala. Previously we had, but COVID disrupted, things happen now, inshallah we want to restart. So we need your help as a parents. So we cannot, as those do the halaqat and management, we cannot go every door and bring them to here. We need your help. The parents, bring your youth to the masjid. Every masjid where they can get, halaqat. Where they can, our goal is, we want our youth to be in this environment. So tonight, inshallah ta'ala, we'll have in that program at 7 until Maghrib time. We'll have refreshments, we'll have activities, inshallah. So now you have to play your role. Bring the youth, inshallah ta'ala, to encourage them, but even give them gifts, inshallah, whatever the tools that you can use. Let's collaborate as a parents, inshallah ta'ala. وفي الختام, so the flyer is there. Tonight at 7 p.m. inshallah the flyer is there. We already shared that. Now I'm announcing it. So I want to see answers inshallah ta'ala today, and it will be continuous. وفي الختام إن الله يأمركم أمرا بدأ فيه بنفسه وثنى بملائكته المسبحة بقدسه وثلث بكم أيها المؤمنون وقال جل في علاه قولا كريما إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم أجمعين وارض اللهم عن الخلفاء الأربعة أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعن سائر الصحابة أجمعين وعنا بفضلك وكرمك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداءك أعداء الدين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم اصلح شباب المسلمين اللهم اهدهم إلى الحق اللهم نجهم من الفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن يا أرحم الراحمين واجعلهم دعاة للدين خدمة للدين كتاب الله يا أرحم الراحمين واغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع مجيب دعوات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين عباد الله قوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمكم الله.
Thank you for watching.